Hey guys, welcome to episode 84 of Two Girls Chirping. I'm Lauren.
I'm Abby.
We got 30 minutes into recording this episode before we realized that my mic had died. So we're just going to take a couple deep breaths. We will be filming this episode with a mini mic and we'll be getting our shit together.
Yeah, I will need to order some new mic. A new mic, really, because mine works fine. I don't know. Anyways.
Weird. All right, my silly goose of the week. I do have a quote that I would like to speak on.
Speak on it.
That quote is, the announcers they pull out the most insane stats to read to glaze these teams sometimes. This one in particular is only 4 teams to win in 7 in NHL history to win the first 7 playoff games and allow less than 10 goals. That was said in Game 3 of the Canes versus Flyers.
Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense. If you know that interview of Ariana Grande when she was on Scream Queens?
Yes.
And she goes, I want to see what you just said written down. That's the energy it gave. I also feel like I should preface before we get even farther into this. If the audio is not up to our normal standard, I apologize.
Just bear with us this one episode.
It will be next week. Honestly, if this audio sounds better than our other one,
then we'll just mini mic it up.
Then we might just mini mic it up. Oh my god, we can get the little hand down ones.
I do like those.
Okay, we'll see, because this is less wiring too. Okay.
Right. I've got a couple PW things that are not playoff related that I'd like to speak on really quick, and then I know you're going to speak on, spoiler alert, a team that got confirmed for next season.
Yes.
So I just really want to take a second to complain about the PW. I think this is my first time doing it.
Oh.
Their admin is taking so long to post final scores after the game's over, and it's really frustrating because when you watch, so like I was watching a Victoire game, final score irrelevant. I go to Instagram to see if I can post the score onto our story. It's not there. Fine. I look 10 minutes later. Nothing's still posted. And I in particular like to post whichever team wins the game. I like to use their social to post. You know, I'm watching whatever NHL game is on at that point, and then that game ends, and I go and look within 5 minutes they've posted their final score so I can put on the story. And that's the only reason I even remembered to double back to the PWHL score, and they had finally posted it, and it was ridiculously long in my opinion. Like, you should have better timing. It shouldn't take 25 minutes to post a final score.
I mean, I agree. I think that's where the MNHL has a leg up, because they probably have stuff drafted already. I don't know what the budget looks like for media in PW. I'm not gonna lie. So that's the only, I'm giving them grace, but I do think that it should be up. I think that you should have something drafted and you just got to plug in the final score.
I mean, they've got a much bigger budget than us, and we managed to churn out content pretty quick. So I'm like, look,
that's true.
Ladies, whoever's running the accounts, I love you. I need you to do a little bit better in that regard, please.
You could pay me to do it.
You could pay me too. The only other thing I want to speak on really quick before playoffs is the Golden Eyes paint the ice. I love that they do it. God. I love any team that does it. Season ticket holders, you get to come and paint the ice. Yeah. The picture, I'll ask you kindly to insert it. And if it's too hard or it doesn't want to go through, then look it up. It looks really cute. I love it.
Oh my gosh, because last week we got copyrighted as hell.
Taylor does not play about her music.
For that tiny snip of a Taylor Swift song, that was fun.
Sorry.
It was like 9:00 at night on a Monday night, and I was having to re-edit the episode.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Anywho, that's all you had for PW.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to speak quickly about PWHL Detroit. It was announced this week. They have confirmed they are going to be playing there. Honestly, Detroit makes the most sense to me. That was the first neutral ice game that gave the PWHL the proof that they could do a takeover tour, I think is what I would say.
It was the first venue to give them the opportunity to show what they could do, yeah, I think is what you're trying to say.
I agree. And even then they were like, we want a team, we want a team, we want a team, which were chants that were included in the hype video for the PWHL Detroit announcement, and it did give me chills. Okay, you're right. Twist my arm. It brought tears to my eyes. And they're going to play in Little Caesars Arena. Little Caesars has had a AAA hockey
They've been building a AAA team,
if you will, since 1968. So, like, they've been around. They've been getting girls into hockey. And the Ilitch family owns Little Caesars, I believe. They are Little Caesars. And the Ilitch family also owns the Detroit Red Wings. And Marion Ilitch was one of the first female NHL owners ever. I mean, Margaret Norris was the first. Also for the Red Wings. So shout out Red Wings.
Shout out Red Wings. They're not afraid to see a woman in power.
Yeah. The rumors are that they are finalizing a deal for a team in Hamilton, Ontario. The other rumors are San Jose and Vegas will be the other two teams.
Fucking Vegas. Vegas doesn't deserve a team.
The thing is, the female fans deserve a team they should be able to root for and not be uncomfortable by the fact that there's a sexual offender on the ice.
That team does not support women, and that is shown in the fact that they employ and let Carter Hart be the starting goalie. Well, time and time again, it's a slap in the face. I don't like it.
It's not going to be affiliated with the Golden Knights. It's a completely different thing. I think that city deserves a team that they can trust will support them and isn't going to enable that kind of behavior. It's the city deserves it. Those female fans that were stabbed in the back by their own team deserve it.
It would be nice to have something to root for out of Vegas.
I guess. Also, I think San Jose would be a perfect spot.
Look, if San Jose was in a different weather climate that I liked better, we would live there.
Do they get hurricanes?
I mean, it's just hot and sunny all the time. San Jose, California. Here. Is it California or Texas? Because every
California.
time. That's what I thought. Yes.
Because California has 3 NHL teams.
The cost of living is so high. The interstates are a nightmare. The beauty standards, I don't know. It's not for me, dog.
It's okay. We can move on. The Montreal Victoire have family jackets. Kind of like WAG jackets, but people are calling them SAPs, SAP jackets.
I saw one comment.
I've seen multiple people commenting it now.
Okay.
And people specifically on Lexia Gia's video calling her boyfriend her Hab, which he plays in the NFL if you didn't know. So they're power couple. But Montreal has partner jackets, family jackets, whatever, and we're hoping it's going to set the trend for next season.
I got so excited when I saw them. I immediately was looking to see what other teams did them.
Oh my God,
None of them. Victoire. Trendsetters always.
Trendsetters. That's all of the PWHL updates I have.
Do you want to do MNHL non-playoff stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Can I go first?
Yes, of course.
Okay. A little bit about me that I've probably already told you, but I don't remember if I have. Is a lot of times when I'm working on an assignment or studying, I like to have something playing in the background.
She likes to have 3 sources of stimulation at all times. Music, podcast, lectures.
It lets me focus, yes.
And that's her medicated, too.
It's gotten much better since I've been medicated, I feel. Inside, it's a lot better medicated.
As long as inside it's better, that's what really matters.
You don't think it's... Never mind. We don't have time for this. I put on some chess documentary, Untold. There's the Untold series on Netflix. They always turn out some bangers. It's always some wild shit. Yeah. This was no exception, except it was just a bunch of rich men complaining about other rich men and just like a little tit for tat. So then I see Matt Barzal the next day, or maybe it was that night. Then I see Matt Barzal playing in a chess match that was televised. And I was like, I need to know more about that. He looked particularly yummy. He was fresh shaven clean, white t-shirt, classic look. He was thinking, he was strategizing. I'm into that. Hot boy shit. So I was like, what is going on here? So, and I knew I knew more than I did within 24 hours because I just watched that documentary about chess.
Yeah.
So Wall Street Journal had done an interview with chess.com, which is a monopoly. Their chief chess officer. Monopoly. Danny
You know a thing or
Wrench.
two about monopolies.
I fucking love Monopoly. Oh, okay. I fucking love Monopoly. I just get to terrorize people.
You were really good at Monopoly. It's true.
Sorry, Monopoly spades. And
You are
spoons.
good at spades.
Dude.
And you're good at spoons because you're aggressive.
I got good reflexes.
You don't even play to get the card of hand. You just play to make sure the other people don't get spoons.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm just a terrorist when it comes to games. I don't actually care about winning. I care about making sure that everyone else has a horrible time.
Hang on, and then we can move back on. I distinctly remember playing spoons in my econ class in high school. Because what else were we going to do? We weren't going to learn. We weren't going to learn. And they came up with a rule. Well, somebody's family played with you have to hit it up in the air first. And that was game-changing spoons. Because you have to slap the end so it flies up in the air and catch it so anybody can get it.
In our family, we played you grab it, but I have played like slap it as well.
Yeah.
And slapjack. I used to slap
Brother.
that. You got some hands.
You did.
Dude.
I'd leave bruised and lost.
So, Matt Barzell.
yes, Matt Barzell.
So, the Danny, whatever his name is, the chief chess officer, I think it's Wrench, he was getting interviewed on basically how chess.com is tackling AI to prevent cheating on the website. And he was like, well, we're going to play a little match. And this guy's going to come out and he's going to play for me because I'm going to be blindfolded. And I just have to memorize the board and all the plays and everything in my head. You know, like flex, if you will, whatever. So then they were like, well, who's he going to play? They bring out Matt Barzell. And they're like, NHL All-Star. And I'm like, okay, way to glaze him.
He's an all-star.
Glazed him a little bit too hard there, but that's okay. So he's who the CCO? Chief Chess Officer. CCO is
that a genuine title?
That is his genuine title, yes.
That's crazy. Love
so
that.
They blindfold him. They start the game or whatever, and he's basically glazing Matt Barzell because he's like, Matt Barzell is in the top 1% of players on chess.com.
Which is insane.
He's
insane to me.
That in and of itself, I'm not going to lie to you. I fact checked that. And unless he's got some alias, which he definitely has to have, he ain't in the top 1% of nothing. I was checking multiple countries.
He 100% has an alias.
I know, but I was just like, let's see. He does have an alias. Anyways, He's also played 6,000 games, so he's about that life for sure. They're casually talking. They're kind of interviewing both of them as they're playing chess. It was frankly wild to see. And in my opinion, spoken to me by the CEO, Matt Barzell actually did really good. He had him shaking his boots just a little bit, but I think most of that was just straight glaze. But that's okay.
I want to give you the leaderboard, and we can guess which one he is.
We don't have time for that. Respectfully, and said with love.
Lame, Lauren.
That's a off recording activity. On recording though, Jim Rutherford is going to step down after the draft as the Canucks president of operations.
Bye.
Should have done it 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Clearly you don't know what the hell you're doing. Step into an advisor role. Why don't you just step into retirement? Respectfully.
Truly. I agree. 100%.
That's really all I wanted to talk about. You want to hit the highlights of the draft?
Yeah, I'll hit the highlights. We had the draft lottery, so we know who is getting to pick where. So I'm just going to call out the top 5 draft picks. Toronto has number 1. Number 2 is not Seattle.
Nope.
San Jose. 3rd is Vancouver. 4th is Detroit. And 5th is the New York Rangers. So I feel like that's pretty fair.
Draft lottery, the worst teams get the best picks, just for reference. So
yeah,
I'm a little surprised.
It's not like the lowest ranking team in the league gets number 1 pick. That has gone away. But it's kind of like bingo.
Allegedly. Except San Jose is really freaking good at it. So
well, San Jose is also really freaking bad every year.
They show, I think it was Mike Gray, I think it was the owner, whatever, whoever was there for San Jose at the lottery. They show him, they get the second pick, and he's literally just like, And everyone online was not making fun, but they were like, yeah, he's realizing how expensive this team's about to be now. Like,
Fair.
They even told him, they were like, Mike, smile. And then he goes, it was so funny. Anyways.
I have one more MNHL quick thing to say. If you remember during our Subban episode, the family episode, PK Subban pledged $10 million to the Children's Hospital of Montreal. Mm-hmm. And obviously that's not like a immediate thing. It's a slow rolling thing because, I mean, he was getting paid well, but he didn't have $10 million laying around to just donate. He has officially completed the $10 million donation as of this week.
What also just takes a while to liquefy those assets to even get that money.
Yeah. I agree.
Good for him. We love a follow-through king. And I actually had no doubts that he was going to. Everything is breaking today. What is going on?
Right.
Is it okay? Is it okay?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm fine. Can't you tell? I'm
So
literally
fine.
so fine. Everything is going wrong, but it's fine. Okay. Do we want to talk about the PWHL playoffs?
I'd love to.
Okay. Who do you want to talk about first?
It's up to you. Your notes are always more organized than my notes.
I am just realizing I didn't see who won the Ottawa-Boston game last night. Ottawa. Oh. I wrote that down already.
Yeah.
Okay, so for for timeline reference, we are recording on Sunday. It's like noon 30, if you will. So these will have changed by the time that you're hearing this, but
I work Monday, and
yeah.
Sorry,
not sorry. So Ottawa-Boston series, Ottawa leads 2-1.
Which is very surprising.
Honestly, yeah, I am kind of surprised. There's only one game that has happened since we talked. That just doesn't feel right.
It is right, because the freaking Victoire and Frost had to play back-to-back. Meanwhile, the Charge and Fleet got a 6-day break.
What is today?
Today is Sunday.
Did they play
It is the
last
10th.
night?
I think they did.
What is going on with my phone? Everything is going wrong.
Yeah, they played last night. Or they played today, too.
3. Oh, my God. Today's Sunday. Wait.
So
Okay.
they played on Friday.
Guys,
and then they play again tonight.
It's been month end for me. All the days run together. Okay. Either way, it still stands. Ottawa leads the series 2-1. They'll play again today at 2 o'clock our time.
So by the time we finish this, we'll be putting that game on.
Yes. So Ottawa does have the chance to close out the series today. We shall see. If they don't, then they will play on Tuesday for the game winner.
I hope they do close
Or
it
the
out.
series winner.
I would love, I
want Ottawa to advance so bad.
Ottawa in the Walter Cup finals. Let's freaking go.
Yeah.
But I'll be happy regardless.
And
in that series.
Honestly, that series has been entertaining but kind of uneventful. They've been playing very physical. We knew they were going to play physical, but nobody's playing necessarily dirty that I've seen. And, I mean, they've been 1 or 2 goal games the entire series. The only game that has happened since our last episode was on Friday, where Ottawa won 2-0 in Ottawa. So they'll play today again in Ottawa.
Well, all the series, I mean, the PW is so competitive, but in these 4 teams in the playoffs, their goaltending is insane.
It's insane.
So it's never, I mean, I didn't think it was going to ever really be a high-scoring series because they're too freaking good. I did think they were going to be more physical. I would argue that the Victoire Frost series has been more physical.
I agree.
But, you know, they do have public enemy number 1, Britta Carl Salami. So,
yeah. I was pretty surprised because everybody was saying Boston and Ottawa are going to be the very physical series. And they have had moments. But, yeah, like you said, the Montreal-Minnesota series has been popping off. Mm-hmm. So, speaking of, that series is tied 2-2. They have a tiebreaker game on Monday. So we will know when you're listening who is advanced. I think that it's going to be... you're going to kill me.
I'm going to say Victoire. I don't care.
Yeah, I want it to be Victoire. I think it's going to be Minnesota.
That's fine. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
They've been very equal.
Yeah.
They've been playing very tit for tat. So it's, in my head, it's kind of a coin toss. I think either one of them would deserve it.
Yeah, I
But,
agree.
you know, I gotta support my girls.
It is so crazy to me because Ottawa Boston's played 1 game since we recorded last. There's been 3 games in this series.
Yep. You want to talk about game 2 of Victoire and Frost?
Yeah, I want to say game 2 and game 3, the only notes I have are related to MPP.
Let me give you my notes for game 2 then.
Okay.
This is the one, so for reference, right, and walk with me here.
I'm walking.
It is Laura Stacy's birthday.
Oh my god, you're right. I forgot about that.
She turned 32 that day.
Yep.
That game went into 3 overtimes.
It did. It's true.
Me personally, I tapped out after 2 overtimes because I had to work and it was like 10:30 at night. So, and for reference, I get up at, the time starts with a 4, so your girl needs at least 6 hours.
Yeah.
But it was really just a game of the goalies because they were,
Like this series has been a game of the goalies.
That's what I'm telling you. Desbian had 104 minutes on ice, and she saved all 38 shots that she faced. Maddie Rooney had 103 minutes and, 53 seconds, if you will, of ice time. And she saved 51 out of 52 shots that that she saw. It was just
insane.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. I was trying to keep count, but around the 30 marks, I was like, pfft.
This is the 3rd or 4th game of both playoff franchises. What the fuck am I saying? This is like the 3rd or 4th game that we have seen go scoreless into overtime.
I was getting flashbacks,
Yeah.
war flashbacks. After the second intermission, they interviewed Desbian. Debian. My bad, queen. And she was like, yeah, I mean, I started drinking pickle juice at the last intermission. Like, we are really just trying to stay in this as best we can.
I can't blame them.
Thankfully, MPP, she wanted to celebrate her wife's birthday. So she said, I'm going to show you why they call me Captain Clutch.
Yeah.
And she had the game-winning goal, courtesy of the wife line. If I recall correctly, it was Stacy to Rock to MPP. But
What a freaking line, first of all.
Abby Rock's black eye. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Is it Rock or Roke?
Abby, if you will.
Abby. We're on a first name basis. Name twin. Yeah, Captain Clutch scored game-winning goal 4 minutes into the 3rd overtime. I will also say about Pooh, at some point in the game, I can't really remember when, she looked like she was in a ton of pain and continued to play.
She's been having leg issues since the Olympics.
Yeah, she has.
And she's just been fighting through it because they're tough.
Yeah, they are tough. Speaking of tough, game 3 in St. Paul, Pooh had a little friendship bracelet that said Wi-Fi. I don't know if anybody else caught that, but
Because you have to zoom in.
At least one person did because I saw it on TikTok and I have a screenshot. Here it is. She also got away with spearing Abby Hustler. 100%.
Yes. I couldn't tell. It was very much like high stick spearing territory.
Yeah.
And she just completely got privileged out of that one.
Yeah.
It was honestly, hear no evil, see no evil. If the refs didn't see it, I sure as hell didn't see it. But
Unfortunately, I did see it.
I mean, they have crucified Frost players for less stuff this series in the penalty
But they've also
department.
allowed harder stuff.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean,
For instance, in game 4, there was something that
I was about to say,
I was like,
I basically saw someone get boarded that they didn't see anything about. But in game 3,
yeah, game 3, sorry.
in my opinion, the Victoire just controlled the game.
100%. I agree 100%. Now, the thing is, Minnesota is very nifty, and so they still got...
They're a third period team for sure.
Oh my God, they are. They are like the Alabama football of women's hockey. Mm-hmm. Like, they will just coast the first 2, let you wear yourself out, and then
Walk
show
in.
up and get... Yeah.
I do want to take a second. I want to read Taylor Heisey's comment about having to play. Keep in mind, game 3 and game 4, less than 24 hours apart.
Yeah,
they were
That's true.
back to back, which is frankly ridiculous. I just want to take a second to read her comment on it because she summed it up perfectly. She said, I think it's a challenge. I think it's a little inappropriate, honestly. But I think for us, it's like both teams are going through it. The Boston-Ottawa series had 6 days in between games, and we didn't. And that's just the reality of what the league wanted.
Yeah, I do think it's actually insane. And I hadn't thought about it really, because I didn't see that quote. But I hadn't thought about it until just now when we were recording, and I was like, oh, there's only 1 game that has happened in the Boston-Ottawa series, but 3 games have happened in Montreal, Minnesota, and 2 of them were day after day.
It was just insane.
Yeah, that is crazy. I don't get it. I mean, I get... The thing is, they're not even, like, buying for TV time. Because they're going through YouTube.
Yeah. And it wasn't, to me, from what I saw, it didn't interfere with the Minnesota series because they were still playing in Colorado up until last night when they came to Minnesota, I believe.
Yeah, the Wild Colorado series.
Oh, wait, no. I think they tied the series 2-2. So I'm actually a liar.
No, it was game 3. You were right the first time. They played in Minnesota for the first game in the series last night.
My God, the things I'm right on sometimes, frankly shocking. I have one quote, or one fun fact, if you will, from the official PWHL website.
Okay.
In PW playoff history, the team that wins game 3 of a series that was tied 1-1 has gone on to win all 4 series. So technically, the Victoire should get the Walter Cup.
Okay. I can get on board with that. I can absolutely get on board with that. Let's talk game 4 real quick.
Game 4.
My top note. It's crazy that we're playing again today, but whatever.
Truly.
There was a minute left in the first. Dara Gregg straight up boarded Batherson on the Frost.
Textbook boarded her.
That is the most clear-cut boarding I've ever seen. And nothing was called, but I will say people did kind of stand for their man, stand for their woman, and both Minnesota and Montreal did get 2 minutes for roughing, so they canceled out, but nothing was called on Dara Gregg, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, the things that they call in this series is it just doesn't make, it's not really consistent. I don't like it, whatever. In game 4, Darren, Darin, whatever. She scored 2 goals within 4 minutes of each other in the third period, which frankly took the wind right out of my sails. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine.
It was again scoreless after 2 periods, but Montreal did control the first 2 periods. Minnesota just...
They're a third period team.
We've said it.
Because in Kelly...
We'll say it again. Penneckney. Oh, no, sorry.
No, it can't be. It ends with a...
From the MNHL, sorry.
Kelly Panic, I think it is. Pannek. She scored an empty net goal, which is, ultimately how they forced a game 5.
Yeah.
I might be butchering these names, my bad. Goalie shout out, Maddie Rooney, my queen. She stopped 29 of the 30 shots that she faced. Debian stopped 28 of the 30 shots she faced. Mm-hmm. And I want to say in game 4, Laura Stacey, it was either game 3 or game 4, Laura Stacey just sends Britta Carl. The whistle was blown. I
saw this. Yes.
Whistle's blown. Puck's dead. They're right on the goal. And Laura Stacey just gives into her intrusive thoughts, fully sends her flying.
I can't blame her. I can only thank her.
You know what? I don't even think she got a penalty. I could be wrong, but it was like a minor.
On that and not on the Dara Gregg hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota scored 3 goals in the third period to win it 3-1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Other than that, the only other thing I had that I didn't sort appropriately, so I'm just now seeing, is that already more than 4,000 season ticket deposits have been placed for the Detroit team.
Yeah. Yeah.
4,001 if we move there.
Oh my God. Best believe we will be in it. I'm going to be in the pit.
Annie. I'm like, how can I be the trainer?
You need an accountant?
All right. Anything else for P-Dub?
No.
MNHL it is.
Let's knock out the one that I don't care about real quick.
Couldn't tell you anything going on in that series. Villain against villain. I don't care.
Yeah, well, Anaheim versus Vegas. Vegas leads 2-1. That's all.
Period. Next.
Who do you want to talk about next?
Up to you.
Buffalo, Montreal.
Perfect, because that's how I have it sorted.
Oh, okay, perfect. Wait, can I sniff my coffee? Can I sip?
Let's do a little line of coffee real quick. God, you really took it seriously when I said a line of coffee.
Sorry, an ice cube literally went down my throat. That's a great example.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. Drugs will do you. Okay. Buffalo.
If you think about doing drugs, listen to 23 on Noah Kahan's new album and ask if you want to be the person he's singing about, you know? Buffalo, Montreal.
Shit,
nope.
Lauren.
Oh my God, yeah. I was right.
Okay.
By drugs,
This
I mean
series is
illegal
tied
ones.
1-1.
Yeah.
Both teams, both games have dominated. So, like, Buffalo won game 1 4-2. Montreal won game 2 5-1.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't there a third game?
Third game is today.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't feel sick.
I feel absolutely ill. It's at a point where I don't even want to watch it because I am so invested in it. But
Yeah.
I'm going to, because the only thing worse than knowing is not knowing.
Okay, bars.
I'm getting all philosophical. She listens to Noah Kahan a little bit, thinks she's a freaking philosopher.
What time do they play today? 6.
6 p.m.
That's perfect. So, game 1, literally the only note I have on game 1 is, in a past life, I think Lauren was a defenseman and I was a ref.
For sure.
Yeah. I feel like those rules fit us. Because even when we're watching Montreal, Lauren's like, go beat them up. And I'm like, no, they deserve that penalty. That was valid because of this.
It's not for me. I'm a defenseman, you know?
Yeah.
In my heart of hearts, I am of a Tom Wilson variety, you know? Sorry.
Yeah, if Tom Wilson was a defenseman.
I just mean his unhingedness on ice, but then he's just like a chill guy, good dude, does a lot of work for the community off the ice.
That's fair.
And he judges other people's outfits. Yeah, game 1, Buffalo just controlled.
100%.
Take a shot every time I say controlled.
Control.
The Habs they weren't ready.
No.
They weren't ready at all.
Which also, I think I underestimated the Buffalo fans and how involved that crowd is. Because there was one of the 2 games, and it honestly may have been both games. I was like, we're playing in Bell Center, right, with this crowd? No, they've only played in Buffalo so far.
They're really close to each other. So there's a pretty mixed group of fans.
Yeah.
I will say one thing I loved is prior to game 1, Horseshoe Falls, they did something so cute. On the Horseshoe Falls, which is the Canadian side of it, they illuminated the water into the Montreal colors, the red, white, and blue. And on American Falls, so obviously the American side, they did blue and gold for Buffalo to support both teams as they headed into playoffs.
I'm assuming that's like of the Niagara Falls.
I'm assuming so. What do I look like? Google Maps?
Oh my
I'm sorry.
God.
I've got an Alabama and Arkansas education. Don't expect anything out of me.
You are getting your doctorate degree. You don't get to talk shit about your education.
So, one thing I do want to talk shit about, in game 2, they pull Gronk for a little like TV timeout interview. Yeah. They interview this man while there is active play. I am back in the women's Olympics with Brady fucking Kachuk getting interviewed while there's active play. He's not even saying anything. He's talking shit about Biz being on Raya. I'm like, get him out of here.
I have mixed feelings about this because in the Olympics, when they did interview an Upchuck during the women's game, I think they split screen for a period of time, but the women's game was like tiny in the corner, and then the majority of it was the fucking Kachuk family that I needed off my screen immediately. At least this time, the active play was the larger portion of the screen.
I agree.
I do think it's an interesting call to interview people while there's active play, but I mean, I get why they do it. Brings fans in.
It was particularly lame.
It was particularly annoying.
It was kind of loser behavior.
Yeah, the Habs had a good start, though. They went up 2-0. Very quick. Alex Newhook scored just a minute and 36 in. And then Mike Matheson scored just a few minutes later, which...
Mike Matheson, he's having a good playoffs.
I have a literal note.
I have a note about it too, but I'll let you go first because mine's unhinged.
Matheson is so hot after guarding Benson's head from being curb stomped with a knife. And then 38 seconds later, said Benson scored.
Yeah, I have hot boy shit Matheson protects Benson's head. Hey Siri, play Never Let Me Go by Florence and the Machine.
Because there was a big scrum in front of the net. And Mike Matheson shoved Benson and he went down, and then Mike Matheson fell on top of him and was getting a couple more shits in. A couple more hits.
Gotta stay regular. Colon cancer's no joke. And it's on the rise.
He got a couple more hits in, and then people started like skating over, like also
two more people fell on top of them.
Yeah, and Mike Matheson, the father that he is, looked around, saw people walking over there, and protected Benson's head from getting stepped on by a skate.
I just want to know, was a thank you said? Because Benson, he's like a little terrier. Like a little terrier dog.
The thank you was they allowed him to score 38 seconds later.
Hot boy shit.
Yeah. So, also, Demidov went down the tunnel 2 minutes into the second period after a big hit. But he did come back out.
It was a nasty hit.
It was a nasty hit. And Alex Newhook scored again. And I stopped watching after the second period. I see that now because I don't watch the third period. So.
Yeah, she's not allowed to. When she does, everything goes to hell.
When I watch the third period, they give up a 3-0 lead. So I don't watch.
I want to gripe.
Montreal won 5-1, by the way.
Yeah. I just have like, where is Cole Caulfield? Where is Mr. Saturday Night? I looked up his stats because I'm like, he hasn't been doing anything. Where has he been this playoff run? He had, in round 1, he had 1 goal, and it was in game 4. In round 1, he had 3 assists between game 1 and game 2. Other than that, he hasn't done shit. He's got, where has he been round 2? And it's not like he's not getting ice time. He's booking around 17, 19 minutes of ice time. Score, my guy. You got 50 goals this season.
That's the big thing is he was a big goal scorer in the regular season. But yeah, you're right. I didn't think about it until you literally just said it.
We need you, King.
The silent guys have been doing the most of the scoring.
Mm-hmm. In last playoffs, he was a bit like Seth Jarvis. They take time to warm up. Babe, we're halfway through round 2. And if you would like to continue, you're going to need to earn your keep around here.
Yeah.
Please, I'm begging you. You know I support you. Short people, we stand strong together. We stand tall together.
Short people rights.
Clock in. The city needs you, diva. I hope your mic does good with movement because you have been waving it around.
Yeah, I am very, very interested and scared to hear how this audio ends up being, especially because we're both talking with them. I've only ever used them one at a time. I'm scared. If this episode's garbage, it's fine. We'll be back next week. Okay, let's talk Colorado, Minnesota.
I really wanted them to clean sweep. Now the Canes, spoiler alert, are the only ones that have not lost a game yet.
Which I looked up because we were like, what if Colorado didn't lose a single game in playoffs? Carolina didn't lose a game in playoffs. They met in the finals. That would be so interesting. So I was like,
it would be crazy.
What teams have gone the entire playoffs without losing a game? The only team that has done it in recent years has been Colorado. But they gave that up last night.
The matchup for the playoffs has been wild.
Crazy.
For the most part, it's either been 2 shit teams or 1 power unit against a lucky to be here personality hire, if you will. The Wild and Avs, that's the most equal footing I would say that we've seen in playoffs. Maybe Buffalo and the Habs, but in terms of pure dominance, the Avs and the Wild, they're better.
I was about to say, I think Buffalo and the Habs is also a pretty equally matched series.
Yeah.
All right, they played game 2 in Colorado. on Tuesday, the day that we... This is the other thing. They played on Tuesday, and then they played yesterday.
It's been pretty weird.
I don't get it. Anyways, Colorado won game 2, 5-2. Nathan McKinnon absolutely bodied Quinn Hughes at one point. It was very interesting.
He did.
It was very entertaining.
He's a little guy, so it's really not hard, but they don't typically do that.
No. Because typically people don't touch Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes is not allowed to play mermaids with Nathan McKinnon. Confirmed.
Dude, okay, did y'all see Nathan McKinnon playing he wasn't actually playing mermaids. He was training in the hotel pool before a game. He was like in there with his goggles and his flippers. It was so adorable.
A freaking hotel pool, mind you.
I thought it was so interesting.
I like it when they get a bit of whimsy in their lives. It was cutesy. I liked it.
Me too.
Then they lost the game, and I didn't like that.
Yeah, they did lose last night, 5-1. Yeah.
I think it was Nathan McKinnon that had the only Avs goal.
Can confirm, and it was a power play goal.
I think the assist was Gabriel Landeskog. I can't remember who the second assist was.
I don't know. I just clicked away from it, actually.
That's okay.
But
it doesn't matter.
I mean, Minnesota controlled that game. That was the first game of the series in Minnesota as well. So they had an advantage.
I knew they were cooked as soon as Quinn Hughes got a goal within the first, 10 minutes of the first period, I think it was.
I agree. Also, Matt Boldy scored, and it wasn't overturned, so...
Yes. You go, girl.
Win for him, I guess.
Brock Faber. Everyone was getting... You wanted to score that night? You were scoring that night from the Wild.
Yeah.
The only person that didn't get a goal was Nordy, and that's because he was too busy hyping him up.
Shout out Nordy. God, sorry, my shoulder's sore.
We played golf yesterday.
For the first time this year yesterday. It was honestly not half bad. Anyways, Jared Bednar, the Colorado head coach, said, we played it against a desperate hockey team that looked to me like they had more determination. They were more tenacious and more physical.
He's got one of the most beautiful heads of hair in hockey, I would argue.
He looks like he is aging well because he's a good person. And I love that for him.
He's just, frankly, a beautiful older gentleman.
Yeah, I agree. Brock Faber said, it's that ultra competitor, the way he digs in. It feels like he won every battle. He was flying tonight. About Kirill Kaprizov, a.k.a. Dollar Bill Kirill.
Look, I don't have a bad word to say about my boy Kirill.
I have not heard it.
Love him down as far as I know.
Also, Bednar said, I'm not saying we didn't come out and work hard. I'm saying there was a level that they had that we didn't. Yeah, I mean, they won 5-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll play
Period.
again. They'll play again today.
Today? They played last night.
I know, they played today.
That's what I'm saying. What is this freaking schedule?
It's always the Minnesota teams.
God dang, man.
Yeah.
As if Minnesota isn't having a hard enough year.
Do they play today? Because I didn't think I saw them on the schedule.
They played last night, so if they play today, that would be so stupid.
Sorry, that was really dramatic. No, they play tomorrow. I guess it got moved. Yeah, they'll play game 4 on Monday. So then that just leaves the Colorado-Philadelphia series, which has come to a conclusion.
Do you want to change that to the Canes Flyers? Because I don't think the Avs are playing the Flyers.
So that brings us to the Carolina-Philadelphia series. Not to be confused. Did I just, accidentally manifest that? I don't mean it. I want it back.
It's too late. One of them's already been eliminated. She's so gone.
So Carolina swept the Flyers again. They have not lost a game this playoff run, which is impressive. Disregard the comment on our post about how that's not that big of a feat.
My thing is, look, the stars have aligned for them. You know, the zodiac signs are in alignment.
You said they were going to win because the stars said so.
Yes, I'm not one to argue with the universe.
No.
However, their competitors have been, frankly, weaker than them.
Yeah, it's true.
I liked that the Flyers got to participate.
No,
I always like to have some fresh blood, if
and
you will.
They did very, very well in round 1. Playing Carolina is always hard.
Well, okay.
Oh.
They did play very well, but when they were faced with an actual playoff contender, they could not handle it, which is perfectly fine. The Habs only won 1 game last year in playoffs. It's just like a good exposure therapy.
I forgot about that with the Habs.
I mean, they're young, they're scrappy. They've got Rick freaking Tocchet as their coach. I'm excited to see what happens next for them. Enjoy your summer. Game 2, I've got some notes on them. Do you have notes on Game 2?
I've got notes on Game 1. We haven't even talked about Game 1.
I thought we talked about Game 1 last week. I only started at Game 2.
We sure did. Game 2.
Game 2 for you.
Yeah, it was in Raleigh as well. Carolina won 3-2 in overtime. Honestly, I thought Carolina was going to lose this game.
My notes were, it was intense.
Yeah, Philadelphia scored 2 goals in the first period with hardly any time in between them, and I was like, fuck, we're going to lose.
They looked really good.
Yeah. But Taylor Hall, the menace that he has been...
I love
won it in overtime. 1 minute and 6 seconds left in overtime. He scored and won.
Also, Seth Jarvis's friends they came down from Canada, if you will, and they were present for the game, and they got to ring the siren. And Seth Jarvis got a goal, which I believe, I could be wrong, but I think that was his first goal in that round. If not the whole playoffs, because he's like Cole Caulfield. He takes a while to warm up.
Yeah, that was his first goal of playoffs.
Damn, my mind is a mysterious place.
You are on it today.
Look, you kindly and respectfully last episode kind of told me to get my shit together, and I listened. And it's also my last week before my semester starts. I was like, I'm watching all these games. We know that my little mind picks and chooses what it's going to remember. I'm going to start writing shit down so I know what to talk about.
Well, yeah, I did tell you. I was like, did you watch that game? And you're like, yeah. I said, great. So you took notes? No. I said, what is the point of watching it if you didn't take notes?
I remember vibes, not names. But I always aim to do better.
Yeah. So Game 3 was in Philadelphia. Carolina won 4-1. I hate the way they were saying Svechky's name.
I have a lot of notes about Game 3.
I have some notes. I'm sure you do because you took notes on the third period madness. But whoever was commentating that game that was going Svechnikov.
We don't know Svechnikov.
You forgot the
You need to call that man and ask him what his name is because they ain't Svechnikov.
4 minutes and 12 seconds left in the second period. Taylor Hall laid a hit on Sandheim. And it was brutal. It was a 2-minute minor. It should have been a 5-minute major, in my opinion. But keep that in mind when Lauren walks you through what the third period looked like.
This is what that looks like.
They can't see that.
It's a full screen. It's a scroll down.
It is a scroll down. A couple of other things before we get into that. Jalen Chatfield scored 10 seconds into a penalty kill. And I'm kind of like, why don't they do jailbreak goals?
My thing is, I missed my Shayla. We had been talking about Jalen Chatfield literally that morning because I was like, where is he? Like, is he okay? I don't feel like I've heard his name a lot this series. He said, don't worry about it, darling. Yeah. I'm here.
Don't worry, darling. Okay, walk us through the third period because technically there were no fights. But
I disagree.
Yeah.
Anyways, one thing before, Jordan Stahl did become the first Hurricane player to... He got a goal on a power play and a shorthanded... It was shorthanded and a power play, which is kind of redundant if you think about it.
Shorthanded and a power play?
He's the first Hurricane player with a power play and shorthanded point in this postseason game.
As he's gotten 2 goals, 1 shorthanded and 1 on a power play.
And that's just an example of they say shit and it doesn't translate well when you're reading and saying it. What are you talking about?
Shorthanded power play goal doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Did he die mid-play?
Hard to say. But I do know, and this one does make more sense, he is the first player over 38 years of age to do so. since 2013 to get those goals.
There's always the since
2013 when Daniel Alfredson did it in the conference semifinal.
He is just the 15th player in NHL history since 2012 to be brunette, but also bald
Natural
and blonde
brunette.
and still score like on a Tuesday after 8 p.m. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
It's just crazy nonsense. Crazy nonsense.
Is, when we first started this podcast, I used to list some stats like that.
I know.
And I was like, this is amazing.
It took me right out of it. But let's get into it. All right.
I'm talking about
It's the second period. We're give or take 5 minutes in. Taylor Hall, frankly, boards Travis
Yeah.
Synheim. Sanheim.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that
was
way.
in the
That's not
second
how it's
period.
spelled. That's what I said.
Yeah. I already said that.
There's pushing, shoving, rushing for the remainder of the period, but clearly the Flyers, they weren't over it because the third period started and it was pretty much just roughing with some other penalties until about 17 minutes in to the third period. And at that point, the Flyers are cooked score-wise, and they know it.
4-1, I think.
Travis Konecny, he's been a menace, in particular this game, but just overall. He roughs and slashes Keandre Miller, my Shayla, while Miller is literally just laughing at him, for lack of a better word. He's smiling. He's laughing the whole time. He's like getting pressed up against the goal, and he's like, "Ooh, this is not fazing me."
I love Keandre Miller.
I love him so much.
Dearly.
So then Robinson comes in. There's more pushing and shoving. Konecny gets a misconduct. 2 minutes later, I think it started with Nick Seeler. It was kind of hard. So Nick Seeler comes and he shoves Stank, who's a short man, but he ain't scared of nothing. They push and shove. Chaos ensues. Stankoven his gloves off, punching him. Nick Seeler wouldn't drop his gloves. Also, when I say short, I mean he is like punching up, you know?
Yeah, he is a short man.
Nick Seeler wouldn't
fit in great with the Habs.
Truly. Nick Seeler wouldn't drop his gloves. Scared.
Lame.
If
you're gonna initiate and not drop your gloves, fuck you.
Literally. There's some Flyer Canes combo that is shoved up against the glass. They're also yelling at the refs at the same time. Then the camera cuts to Gossenberry, Ghosty if you will. He's punching Rasmus Ristolainen. Yeah, that name is crazy. They're on the ground. They try and get up. They trip and fall onto one another again, which you would think, ooh, romance trope. Except that the whole time, Ghosty is like helmet off, bald spot out, still punching him with gloves on.
He's bald and he's torturing people who have hair. Shout out to whoever says that.
And then at this point, there's a linesman that's also basically on top of them, telling them to break it up. Ghosty is still punching up. The linesman yelling at him, just knock it off. And he just goes,
he's like, what?
And
what am I doing?
Keep in mind, at this point, there's 25 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, literally.
It takes them a minute to read off all the penalties. Everyone gets in trouble. No one technically fights. Multiple punches are being thrown. Helmets off, gloves off, bleed, bruises, whatever. The Flyers lose. Yeah. And that's really that.
Yeah. I mean, it's so interesting to me because if you're going to fight like that, do it in the second period when you have a chance to get the momentum off of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyhow,
but the Flyers, they're a physical little team. And the announcers are just glazing the Canes the whole time. They're like, there's not a single person in their entire roster who backs down. They're all scrappy. They love to fight. I'm like, okay, chill, bro.
It's true.
It's mostly true.
Do you remember the clip of Sebastian Aho on Jack Hughes when Jack Hughes like picked him up off the ground?
Yeah, when he did the Quinn Hughes spin.
Yeah.
Anywho,
game 4, I was scared about this one because this was the chance for not Colorado, Carolina to sweep the Flyers. And then they went to overtime, and I was like, oh, kill me. But going into it, Sean Walker's wife, they played on Saturday. Sean Walker's wife on Friday gave birth to their first child. He had flown home to be with her, which, like, bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
If I was an NHL wife, honestly, even as a normal
If
human
I
being,
have a spouse or a significant other who has impregnated me, you
Yeah.
better be there.
You better
be
be
there or
there.
be square, because you'll be square in the earth by the time I'm done killing you.
yeah.
We won't need divorce. We'll
And
have
he-
an eternal divorce.
Anyways, he flew home on Friday to be with his wife. Tom Dundon, who's the owner of the Canes, chartered a private jet so that he'd be able to get back to Philadelphia for Game 4. I love to see it, but honestly, at the same time, it's the bare minimum.
I don't think he got a goal that night, did he? Typically,
No, he
the
didn't,
legend,
which is crazy.
The legend is that you're supposed to get a goal after a baby's born.
New dad, what is there's a term for it, but I can't remember. The new dad something. Oh, that's going to bother me.
Look it
No,
up.
I don't think he got a goal.
I don't think he did either.
He did not. He didn't have a point either.
Yikes.
Yeah, he didn't even have penalties. But he was there. Anyways. Carolina did have 2 quick goals. Thank God. Oh, wait, no, because what the fuck?
Because I got called back.
Jankowski's goal got called back. I'm pretty sure he had another goal. The only other goal that he scored in the playoffs was also overturned.
Was his second one? I thought his second one was good.
Did he get a second one in that game?
I want to say yes.
No.
That's why I didn't
He
say
scored
it.
in that. He scored and it was overturned.
It was
goaltender interference by
blatant.
by Sean Walker.
Why would you call him out like that?
New dad curse. It's not a curse though. God, that's gonna bug me.
Well, the curse is the no points, no goals, no
Yeah,
assists.
I guess.
Just getting a goal overturned because you interfered with the goalie. Thanks.
Yeah. So Logan Stankoven, the king of the Canes in playoffs, scored 4-ish into the third.
4-ish? 4 minutes-ish?
4-ish minutes into the third. Yeah.
Nice.
There was 1.2 that they were playing Freebird in the arena. And we both started humming it and bopping our heads to it. And then we both said, "No!
You cannot keep me here.
Stop shoving it down my throat!"
Ugh, let it die.
And Jackson Blake scored his second goal of the game in overtime for another series sweep. And our dad texted us.
Jackson Blake is our dad's favorite player.
He is our dad. We took our parents came with us to a Canes game.
We didn't take them because we didn't pay for shit.
They paid for their tickets. But they went to a Canes game with us earlier on in the season. And our dad was like, "That Blake kid, I like him.
I like that Jackson Blake.
I like that Blake kid. He plays well. He's young."
He is. He's young and scrappy.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah. So my thing is, will they carry the momentum into the conference finals? What do you think?
Yeah.
You think they're going to sweep?
I think they're going to... It depends. If the Habs are there... The Habs and the Sabres, I looked last night, and it's really a coin toss on how they did in the regular season. I think the Canes have everything going for them. Momentum, astrology, stats.
Yeah. Momentum, astrology. Stars said that they would win, so...
I mean...
Who am I to argue with Mother Nature?
Truly. Not me, bro. Not me at all. And I think that they... I don't know. Because I kind of think that they could... 50-50. But I'm going to go... If it's the Habs, they're at least winning one game. Bare minimum, they're winning one game at Center Bell. If it's Buffalo... I think they would win 1 or 2 games too. I don't think they'll be able to sweep them both.
No, I don't think they'll be able to sweep again.
No. I'm looking forward to whoever gets to play in the conference finale. What is this, Glee? In the final.
Yeah.
Unless it's Buffalo. Then I've got a clear favorite. If it's the Canes and the Habs, I'm going to throw up.
Oh my God. Part of me would be happy if the Habs got eliminated just so I wouldn't have to see them, but I don't think that I actually could be happy about that. I don't know. That's going to be a hard game.
My thing is, I just hoped that the Habs would make it to round 2 and do good. We've made it further than last year.
Yeah.
Anything from here on out is just a bonus.
I think they have a lot to be proud of.
I think they are stronger right now from a technical standpoint than Buffalo, just injury-wise.
Yeah.
But Tage Thompson and Rasmus Dahlin make up so much of that team.
Yeah, they do.
And I think the other thing is both of those teams will be coming into the final playing good contenders previously. The Canes haven't really played anyone that could handle them.
That's true, but then you also have the argument the Canes will have more time off than any team that they're going to go up against. They're going to have at least 4 days off.
Yeah.
Before they'll play again. So is that an advantage that they'll be more rested, or is it a disadvantage that they wouldn't have played as
that they've had time to cool off?
Yeah.
Only time will tell. And we'll tell you next week.
And with that, I'd like to close us out with a quote from Lauren from after Game 4. How do you like that broom, bitch?
Sweep, sweep.
Bye.